The Fargo Five. I'm Conrad Fargo. We're here with Ronda Gilbertson Evans. I put my paper down. Did I get it?
You did great.
Okay.
That was perfect.
But I was really nervous about it.
Uh-oh.
Well, because, you don't
want
to get
to
it wrong.
screw it up
It's
live.
live.
Oh.
You don't want to just screw things up live and then
Not
everyone's
live.
looking at you.
I know.
I mean, and then you're talking about it. That gets to be really awkward for everyone.
Yeah.
So this is the Fargo Favorites segment on the Fargo Five. I'm Conrad Fargo. Thank you for sticking around. If you're still there on the YouTubes, hit like and subscribe. And of course, we're on Spotify. The Spotify, I just actually started doing video on that. So
really?
even the Spotify.
I've never done video on Spotify.
Yeah, you can do Spotify if you do a MP4. So this is cut up into five. The 5 segments are separate on YouTube, but on Spotify it's all one chunk. So
that's right.
however you want to listen to it, and that comes through as just sound. If you're on Amazon, you can buy me on Amazon, so you do that. But yeah, it's everyone's favorite segment. It's the Fargo Favorites. Okay. So this everybody loves it. Here's what I want you to do. This is how I always open it up. I always preface it. I say. It's not your birthday. It's not your anniversary. It's not a special day. You just don't want to cook. You're just saying to yourself, you know what? Tonight, we're going out and letting somebody else do the cooking for us. Where are you going?
Barbecue for sure.
Barbecue.
Yeah. Because I never lived in the South.
Sure. And so where do you go for your barbecue?
Oh, Bullseye. What's the one on Main?
The one on Main here?
Yeah.
I was just there when was my son born? 2 weeks. No, when was that? Oh my goodness. 8 weeks ago? 9 weeks ago? Oh my goodness. 10 weeks ago? Anyhow, they're very good.
Yes.
They're very good. Noble.
Noble, yeah.
Noble. Yeah, they're right on NP there.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of down from Sushi Burrito and Good Times.
Yes.
Down the way there. Yeah, Noble.
That's a good one.
Very
and then
good.
there's one inside of Tailgaters too.
Yeah, Jay's.
But
we got to pick only one, so we'll stick with Noble.
All right.
What do you get when you're there? Just like ribs or?
I usually get brisket.
When's the last time you were there?
Oh, maybe 2 to 4 weeks ago. I can't remember what I did yesterday.
Did you get their fries while you were there? The last time we were there, they were crowing about how they are replacing the seed oil on their fryer with beef fat. So they're going to make them the old-fashioned way by frying the fries in beef fat. So, and I've never had that. I hear tell that's how McDonald's used to do it.
It is, and it was great.
I'm
of course,
excited.
it'll kill you. But
Everything does.
Everything does. So
Everything
it just
except for lupus, apparently.
No, I guess not. Not in my case. I've kind of dodging the bullet. No, dodging the bullet. I just keep running.
All right. So brisket at no bowl.
Yeah.
And that's the one bowl offering they have.
Yeah. And I also like their little desserts in the little jars.
Oh, really? They got
the apple pie in a jar, key lime pie in a jar.
Oh, that sounds good.
Highly recommend.
See, and I always do this at lunchtime. We're going to Costco. I'm going to have a slice of pizza for lunch.
Okay. That sounds good.
It's just easy.
Yeah, you can kill a couple birds with one stone then.
All the birds.
You can get the water and all the things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But anyhow, that's not neither here nor there. See, I'm getting hungry and absent-minded. So you meet a lot of people. You said you're meeting people for coffee all the time.
Yeah.
Where's your favorite place to go out and meet someone for coffee or beer? Where
well, now it's Black Coffee and Waffles because I created a partnership with them. But I go to the Red Raven. I go to
a lot of great places in town here.
Yeah, like Third Drop. They're wherever.
Okay.
Everywhere has a good cup of coffee.
We gotta say just one, so we'll go black coffee again.
Yeah, okay.
That's the second time they've been on the show, but since they're the ones who are propelling you into fame, we might as well use them for the favorite meeting place.
Yeah.
All right, so you have a home.
Yep.
You're there.
Yep.
You're hungry.
Yeah.
You're not gonna go out.
No.
You're gonna stay.
Yep.
You're gonna eat the food that's there. Where did that food come from? What's your grocery store? This was
Aldi.
strategy. Aldi? You go there Aldi the time.
Break down Aldi. I'm a big fan, and if I can't find it there, I have to probably say, I'm not going to say another one.
No.
Target.
So this is the one where we can say too, because it's I say grocery store strategy, because that's what I've discovered is some people, and it tells you a lot about the person. Some people are like, I just walk into Hornbacher's because it's across the street from my house. Right? It tells you something about them.
Yep.
Right? And nope, I go to Aldi, and then I go to Walmart, and then I go to Sam's, and then I go to Target for anything I get. You know, like I've got a whole thing. And so it tells you something. So Aldi and Target.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I try and keep it like,
because they're right there.
Yep.
And so
keep
it's a
it
good,
very localized.
Yeah, but you start at Aldi and get as much as you can.
Exactly.
Because the products there are decent.
Yep.
Aldi, when they have their store brands, when they hit, they hit.
And then when they're bad, they're not so good. Yeah.
I had their low-calorie maple syrup.
Ooh.
It had this slimy texture to it. But you know what? I brought it back. I didn't have my receipt. They gave me just $2 cash right there.
That's
cool.
cool.
And I got cash back on the credit card when I bought it. So I'm ahead on the deal like 6 cents, actually. Because it's a way to get cash advances, I think. If you just go to Aldi.
If you make returns at Aldi.
Go to Aldi, buy their most expensive in-store brand with a credit card.
Yeah.
And then turn around and say...
Return it with no receipt.
With no receipt. They'll give you the cash. Yeah.
That sounds good.
Do you like that?
I do.
It's pretty
slick.
It's pretty slick. Okay, so Fargo, with our hardy stock of people, our learned resilience.
Yeah.
A lot of entrepreneurs in this area, a lot of small businesses, a lot of non-for-profits. So you've got a wealth to choose from. What is your favorite business in Fargo?
We talked about this just a little bit, and I've changed my mind. I'm going to go with Parachigo.
Parachigo?
An artist collective owned and operated by women.
Oh.
And some or all may identify as LGBTQ plus, and I've worked in that community a long time. I'm a strong ally. So anything that brings up that community, and also women. They're very supportive of people of color being part of the collective. So it's just a rad place. And they have poetry open mics.
Very cool. Very good. So Parachigo.
Yep.
Anybody but me, it sounds like.
Right. That's exactly right.
No. I'm not a person of color. I'm not a LGBTQ, and I'm not a woman. So okay. Feeling a little left out, but that's okay. Everybody else can go to Parachigo. And then, so you've got days off, I imagine. I mean, it's retired. That's got to be tough. So
the transition was a really heavy grief process.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I spent 30 years on the streets.
Yeah, and
between
it's
New
like,
York and here.
Now what do I do?
Yeah,
and
so I started the open mic.
Yeah, but that's almost like a job in itself, right? So you're finding ways to keep yourself occupied.
Yes.
You're just maybe not a for-profit or a non-profit. It's kind of that in-between, maybe we say hobby. I don't know that that's the right word for it.
I started referring to myself as a spoken word artist. Or performer about 8 years ago. And people felt really strongly one way or another about whether or not spoken word is considered an art.
Well, so I get, so the last question is favorite recreation. And I'm trying to figure out, so because, I don't know, I feel like your open mic thing, your spoken word thing, this performance, this craft that you're honing, that's you giving. That's you giving into the world, right? So that's very much like a job in that you are engaging with the world to give to them.
Yes.
But we all need to take sometimes, right? We all need to fill our... So that's you pouring your cup out into the world, you know, and it might not be something that you're necessarily being paid for because you're retired, you know, quote unquote. But when you're taking, when you're filling your own cup, when you're just relaxing or just purely for joy and entertainment, what is it that you like to do to fill your own cup?
Two things. Listen to other performers' work. Whether it be open mic, just live performance is really...
well, so I mean, it sounds like I've got a new fan of the Fargo Five. I mean, because you're going to be listening to this from now on.
I will subscribe for sure. So there'll be 110 of us, and then we're gonna make this thing jump. I'm telling you, Conrad, it's gonna be great.
I love it. I love it. But so you just love listening to other performers
and also listening to music.
Music.
If I'm gonna meditate, like I'll put on my whatever my favorite jams are, and I can just meditate. And that's what I do for pain management.
Music, I've said it before. It is
healing.
Powerful psychoactive.
Very.
I love music.
Me too.
Well, that's all the time for psychoactives we have today. One more time, why don't you plug yourself, plug everything, and then we're going to get out of here.
Okay, so my name is Ronda Gilbertson Evans, and I'm from Full Circle Open Mic at Black Coffee and Waffle Bar on 4th Street North in Fargo. And I want to invite everybody to be a part of it, either as a performer or as a audience participant. And it is the first and third Wednesday of every month from 5 to 7 p.m. And our next open mic will be July 3rd, 5 o'clock.
Fantastic. And of course, I'm Conrad Fargo. I've been doing a good job today of reminding everybody of the opening of segments, but here we are saying it again. Find me anywhere. You just type in Conrad Fargo. I'm there. I'm for sale on Amazon. Just buy me there. That's fun. It's just fun because you're always on Amazon. You know you are. We are going to get out of here. You said music is what fills your cup. I love that. a big fan of that. You suggested Needles and Pins from the Ramones.
Yeah.
So we're going to get out of here with that. Tell me a little bit about that song and what it means to you.
I am also a begrudgingly retired punk rocker from the 80s, like early 80s. So,
and the Ramones are the U.S. They're the U.S. one, right?
Yeah.
Or no, right? Like
and
it's
they're
U.K.
from
versus
New
U.S.
York,
Yeah,
they're from Brooklyn.
Sure.
They're my homies. So.
Sure. Yeah. Very good. Well, we're going to do that, and we will see everybody next week. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming on.